What about now? What about now? Is the cloud economy. There is hope, my friends. There is hope about capitalism and about the economy and about things like that. So, I want to entity on kind of the capitalist economy, right? Because the whole point of the post-capitalist project, we are already living in a world of severe unemployment, of drastically stunted economy, if not constantly, you know, hit back into supply changes. Okay, now, are there any more policies that I can do? Yes. Okay, economy. Small business grants. Because the rich people in a globalized economy, there will always be incentives for smaller countries to say, hey, come as fucking possible. Because once the economy is growing, then you can start cutting back. Right? And to be job sectors, riots start breaking out, and there are almost year-long protests. The global economy slumps as a small minority of people make years. They have been weakening the global economy, right? Like, yeah, okay, capitalism stabilizes. Terrifying things happening to the economy. And this is just the tip of the fucking iceberg. This isn't even the tip of the iceberg, because we or from people who are buying it directly from independent stuff. And I feel like the cloud economy is hope. That's these different things are complicated factors, and then influenced by how much money is going into the economy of the the proper understanding of just how thoroughly fucked this England's economy was. Another thing that was learned about her prey by cracking into her social media account, in order for there to be enough disruption to kill capitalism, to kill the economy, to kill society, right? That they might not be able to do the other job. And on the global economy, yeah, maybe that makes sense. And thus that money can go back into the economy, because the money doesn't go into the economy if it goes to the people who are... So how the fuck are you gonna fix the economy without growing the economy? How are you gonna redefine it to help? So you've got less money going into the system to keep the economy running. There is less money coming in on taxes, and so there is more, you know, things like cultural diversity and how actually austerity and the economy really works. But they aren't doing that. So the economy doesn't get a chance to grow, so we stay slumped in a recession. And if you are dead, have money, live, contribute to the economy. Can at the very least do volunteering. Like, you can add economy, you can add value to your economy. You can give your economy a unemployment, reducing the amount of money going into, you know, going into the economy. They're dealing with the fact that the very will become a lot different within my lifetime. So redefining the nature of a healthy economy could be a vital money. Module 19, integration of the real and monetary sectors of the economy. Module 20, inflation and unemployment. Module capitalism is to survive. I guess a service-based economy is the only way that can happen. But it's a thing. It's just a begin, you know. The economy becomes biscuit-based.
You know, time machines are bringing things from the past, and paradox are just gonna, they're just gonna end up ruining your economy. Like, one way or another, the robots will end up doing the jobs if like, I mean, I'm basically in a situation where I want to die. I want to be dead. Because the economy's fucked, and it's a green policy in and of itself, and say, no, the correct definition of an economy is one that is supporting its people, and, you know, economy, and so therefore, if you actually boost money into the economy, if you use quantitative easing and you these little niches filled that help the ecosystem economy work, because if they aren't good at their job, they die.
End on, right? I've just talked about how technology is going to ruin the economy, and how we need to survive. So if you want a tip for survival,
but even then, you know, even when all these things are done, right, the economy starts tanking. You know,
and ruining the amount of money going into the economy by destroying the amount of job opportunities there are. Take our jobs, but then the robots will have a capitalist economy, and their capitalist economy will be amazing.
You do not have to be a producer to be part of the cloud economy. You just have to consume things produced by the cloud economy, right? And you're watching
fucking growing like goddamn Billio right now. We need growth in the economy. We need it. We absolutely need it.
The neoliberal model of economics that says you have a free market economy and it will sort itself out, that's not good.
It's the problem of the economy being in the shit, and, you know, and
they genuinely think leaving is a good idea, but it has fucked up the economy. And people are suffering. People are fucking suffering, and
economy, and their capitalist economy will be amazing. And we'll be fucked, but the robots will have a brilliant capitalist economy. The promises they kept were to the super rich guys. Right? They tanked the economy, they keep tanking the economy. And
basically, the economy at the moment is kind of fucked. And, you know, if it was regulated, and to be able to cut up the different cuts of meat, and so the economy,
or indirectly, right? Well, the cloud economy is the economy of distributed power. It is the economy of we want economy. What do we want to do?
Human labour. Then what the fuck do you do for an economy? How do you assign jobs? How do you assign more time in power than anybody else? But you know, we're saving the economy, and that's why the economy is worse. And you know,
which makes the economy and foreign policy difficult. And this is going
labelled people can't work because they're fucked up and the economy's in the shit, so there's no way to find a job, even if there was.
The right-wingers are going to be fucking up the economy, making loads of people unemployed, and generally sucking up the large sums of money and reducing the amount going actually into the economy to a tiny amount. Which means that to a certain
from being able to work, which is a good thing in a way, if the economy would fucking adapt, if David Cameron, fuck, we're so fucking doomed, the economy is in the shits, cunts are ruling parliament, democracy is change. You're putting yourself at a economic disadvantage, but the economy does not matter if we are not alive to enjoy it. As much as I love the Greens, are kind of a little like, so how the fuck are you gonna fix the economy without
be automated away? Right? What the fuck happens to your grand capitalist economy then? What the fuck happens to society then when of technology and for the future of the information economy and the future of a switch to post-scarcity society? The economy is going to be affected. People are going to suffer. And give a shit. And in a globalized economy, yeah, if you raise your taxes on the rich are just gonna having a job through, actually having a beneficial impact on the economy and, ensuring that the great. If, however, you want to exclude people because of some bullshit reason that, our economy,
is a bigger threat than terrorism, than the economy going to shit for whatever bloody reason, then be fast. In Orwellian governments, right? The worse the economy is, the less justification you are seen to have for saying economy works better. I don't give a shit about the economy. I don't. Right? There are so many ways that you can make the economy work, and the beauty of the cloud economy, and the reason the cloud economy is so different to capitalism, and it is not just another form, is that they are not making the economy stronger. They are not getting more people into work. They are not together. And what we're seeing with the cloud economy is that instead of an amount, and that is how the grand economy works, it's not really the case anymore. So instead, what is happening is that we are transferring to a system of redistributing wealth until the economy is doing well enough, until there are enough jobs for you to actually taxpayer money to the banks after they fucked up the economy, saying, yeah, we support the one guy who doesn't look like a tall part of the global community. We're part of the global economy. At least if we were in the European Union, at least if we were part. It moves away from the sort of optimizing economy of, okay, what powers are... Thanks to the Conservatives fucking over the economy, you've got a bunch of people with a lot of time in their hands who, thanks to their cannot finish and die peacefully with post-scarcity economy rising from the flames if nobody has any money. The banks create money out of thin air, and our economy makes no fucking sense anymore. It makes the Green Party's idea capitalism and the economy, and you cannot fault the economy. Like, no. Actually, the economy is not that fucking important. For goods or services, and so the economy was born. And so instead of, haggling for things, instead of people doing things, because of our government's ideologically motivated cuts as they fuck up the economy further and further and further to make don't have a job because the Tories fucked up the economy. I mean, I could go out into social housing, but then I risk having benefit sanctions applied. Fascism is on the rise. The economy shudders and jerks as it weakly clings to life. As individuals, there is nothing we can do. As nations, that at a certain point, we will venture beyond the economy. We will venture beyond scarcity. We will enter into a post-scarcity. And living at home with my parents because the economy is fucked. That and that I am someone who is trying to be a feminist and appeal to feminists. Stop! This is wrong! You are fucking the economy! I cannot.
We need regulations. We need to stimulate the economy through the welfare state, through trickle-up economics.
Innovation. War can strengthen the economy and create much better conditions in the aftermath by spending capital needed to reinvigorate the economy, needed to get all the various chains of the economy moving again. From anything else, right? Economy functions when money is changing hands. If you give money to the richest people, but that only makes sense if people have a viable economy upon which to pay. Which, again, isn't going to be the case if we have to a digital economy, or if not a digital economy, then at least an economy built on monetary. The shit about the poor. Yes, Tories are selfish bastards who only care about the economy, but here's the thing, right? They aren't God of the cloud. You are part of the cloud economy, right? And that is the thing, right? You do not have to be a producer.
The fact that, you know, the facts of how the economy actually works, because instead
work doing something for the sake of an economy, which is apparently a thing that is important. What they are doing is ensuring that the next year's harvest, as it were, will be less, because the economy won't grow as much.
far right is taking charge. Bigotry is on the rise and the economy slumps ever further. Trump may not be president, but his supporters aren't going. Technological unemployment is going to start fucking up the economy more and more. And oh yeah, Russia and the whole Cold War
show, as the petitions I've signed show. And yes, a thriving local economy. Apparently, according to Jonathan Lord, there is
stupid and going to get themselves and everybody else killed. Not only is our economy shit because of the Conservatives, not only I kind of give a shit about the fucking economy, and it seems like the only, you know, the kind of Conservatives, removing jobs, the issue of how that impacts the economy and how immigration is gonna affect things.
Hey, yeah, we're gonna place the economy above the environment. No, fuck off.
Looking are saving, and so therefore there isn't the money being expended into the economy through disposable income, and so therefore
yes. What do UKIP believe on the economy? They want to raise the personal allowance.
You can effectively get rid of the Tories, right? Like, yes, the economy might turn to shit. Yes, the Tories might strip away your human rights. Instead of putting money into the system, instead of letting the economy have a chance to grow and letting the
ecosystem is an economy. It is an economy of survival. Okay? These are creatures who aren't thinking recession could, the economy could recover from the recession in time with proper, you get out of a recession and you get out of a deficit by growing the fucking economy. You bring in the harvest when then the post-scarcity economy could be strangled in its fucking crib and we could have nothing to replace. If we keep trying to say, no, we must make jobs. We must
save the economy, and there must be richer people and there must be poorer people.
Recover up! Another hit. Hey, the economy boom! The economy boom! The economy boom! The economy boom! Boom! And hard Brexit is happening. And that means that the economy in Britain and America is about to play in the sort of the capitalistic economy, right? They are genuinely ignorant because, one, you don't want to be a Luddite dude who can afford to be taxed, and you need to boost the economy so that there is enough income being generated to tax.
Thing called an ecosystem. And what the ecosystem is an environmental economy. Okay. In that you have all these different animals.
Child labour and slave labour in countries that don't give a shit. Because we've got a global economy, right? And so, congratulations, you have outlawed slavery. Then, there you get the nasty shit and damage to the economy out of the way. Things start to recover, and then you can...
Perhaps you could save the system. Perhaps you could save the economy. Perhaps you could save capitalism.
Get a smartphone so they can be part of this cloud economy. But obviously, when it comes to food, when it comes to the economy, because everybody's spending, everybody's got disposable income, the economy gets boosted, you have trickle-up effects of income. You have
an unfair advantage in the, entirely free market economy of YouTube, like there is no
versus liberalism. You cannot fathom the fact that it is about the policies that make the economy better, that make the welfare of the people.
That's killing the poor, that's screwing over the economy, that's gotten in with, such a clear, overwhelming minority.
We could actually have some kind of vote on how the global economy would be run, right? If we could have some kind of we're saving the economy, and that's why the economy is worse. And we're keeping our country safe from terror. Economy. See if you vote for the Labour Party, they'll fuck over the economy. We the Conservative Party, we're brilliant.
Okay, so economy. UKIP. Let's zoom this the fuck in. Actually, fuck, that was... the environment matters a fuck ton more than the economy, but I don't think they would ever fucking get in.
The chance to blow us all away with how it can incentivize the economy through creative destruction and what is into the economy because you've convinced a right-wing person by the changes of every other fucking economy in the world. Globalization is the sort of thing whereby if it's gonna work, because essentially the Tories are fucking horrible at managing the economy and balancing the books, despite that being the entire... Things keep ticking over. The great advancement of economy keeps ticking over. Because apart from anything else, right, what we want is to dry up and the economy, capitalism dies. Capitalism
We'll do stuff. Oh wait, I can't afford anything. Okay, I will stay here and embrace the freemium economy of the internet. And
and so I know the economy is down the fucking tits and that it's not working anymore. A slump in borrowing, a slump in spending, and therefore the economy got worse and worse, right? Economy, consumer rights, Nazis, and with Brexit essentially driving the British economy off a fucking cliff, and
the fucking Conservatives would probably fix the economy some way because that's what fucking conservatives do. Find a way to redefine the nature of a healthy economy is basically, here's an economy where everybody is healthy and everybody
just get a job thing. It's just, life and crashed economy and oh gosh, just kind of everything went wrong at once. The rich get richer, the poor get poorer, the economy gets worse and worse and worse. The jobs can't do that because you fuck the economy and you're fucking the economy and you're just fucking the economy worse and worse.
And live. And they are doing all of this in the name of the economy, in the name of work, in the name of
the amount of currency is going out into the economy to get the economy kick-started again. We make it that little bit harder. And then the rich people squirrel it away so it doesn't actually impact the economy all that much. Right?
what we're doing instead is giving that money that we are printing, especially to help the economy move, and giving it.
And yes, economy will be difficult, but when the fuck has the left given a shit about economy? When the fuck has the left given a shit?
Policies are actually the best way to stimulate the fucking economy after a recession. It's just good fucking economic.
For the sake of simplicity and ease of understanding, the cloud-based economy. Okay. In the sense that, we know what the cloud...
They tank the economy, they keep tanking the economy. And so, yeah. Maybe what we want is for the Conservatives to be feeling a little bit... This is the other thing about the economy, right? The cascade effect. It's all very well saying, well, these jobs, put your guy in charge, well, guess what? He's got to run a country in a global economy, which means that any policies he puts in place...
And take down, the different demographics, how they're treated, the economy, the environment,
Yeah, one thing that is genuinely going to massively change the economy and, again, reduce the number of jobs is
where it can be paid out to people, and thus that money can go back into the economy. Because
history, the economy, the environment of the time, the geopolitical structure.
How we can do so much using the cloud economy, but food we can't yet. So if you have a garden, and you know other people with gardens, and you know other people with... because everyone's, yes, we need to do economy, consumer rights, agricultural studies, okay. So many aspects of our economy depend on disposable income, and nobody is allowed to have it because
of stupid reasons like not having CV up to date, like the economy being a bit fucked up, where you
buy from the cloud economy and you buy local food from the cloud economy, you know that money is not going on process
and can no longer borrow and thus keep the economy flowing. But you also maybe even stop the problem from getting to crisis.
Message. Fuck your capitalistic economy. And it's
verified, safe, the milk's been pasteurized. Then you can use the cloud economy, you can use the internet to say, hey,
is information, the information economy. So therefore, information through simulation will be the source of our salvation.
And who are terrified because their economy is in the shits. And the thing is that conservatives,
by basically a distribution of fucking goods, right? Until we reach a post-scarcity economy, we're fucked.
Have to deal with the fact that, you know, trillions have been lost. The fact that the economy is gonna have to try and adapt to trade. Everything wrong. They're like, we are all about the economy and we are the party of the economy and the working people, and that's why we're.
They have fucked over the economy far, far worse than Labour have done. Now, yeah,
Yes, you fucker. You are fucking over the economy to kill people. Yes. Yes. Deal with these problems. Deal with them.
Me to do, despite the fact that, you know, that's difficult because the you know, economy's fucked up because of those people that you love to fillet. Media, well, the economy's doing fine. What are you talking about? Technology will create new jobs.
Done. You know, once the cut's been applied, then the economy can start to grow again, because it's like, okay, we've rode out the first.
Pay back the deficit the fastest is if the economy is booming. So therefore, you want the economy to be booming quickly. And he's gonna fuck with the taxes, and the economy's gonna be a bit shitter, and more cost effective for the economy. It boosts the economy because everybody's spending, everybody's got disposable income, the economy gets boosted.
just gonna linger on, losing the economy money, losing us jobs, making us all the more fucked in Britain. Just gotta try to hold out long enough that there are enough consumers in the fucking economy that these things can be.
What he needs, and essentially he's ruining the economy to fuck over the working man.
Factory that will actually help jobs, bring value to a local economy, and basically, if you do that, then the people there.
It's possible. What you want to do is return to a state of a growing economy as quickly as fucking possible, because once the economy is growing, then
Like, a global economy without regulation means that it doesn't matter how moral your country,
right? And you're watching this video, so you're part of it. The cloud economy is about services like you.
when the economists are pointing out, hey, the growth is fucked, the economy is fucked, Britain is fucked, Europe is fucked, and the global community, the global economy, and say, okay, we're just going to do our thing, right?
Income going into the economy. Therefore, the economy is going to be better off. You saving money is going to be better for the economy. And I've got five influence left. Economy can't do jack. Tax can't do jack. Public services can't do jack. Over from it via the collective commons and the cloud economy, which is fine. I think I could actually support libertarian socialism.
Thing in the name of temporary economy boost, because hey, rich people are getting richer, and
that capitalism can transfer over to a post-scarcity economy. And, right, the human race might be able to do.
We should totally do something. Yes, economy. See if you want to, if you vote for the Labour Party, they'll fuck over the economy.
Workers pushing back against the fucking over of the economy. Okay, because let's be clear, we are properly maintaining the economy, and that we are having a small government, and that we are preserving freedom by not being
blown up by an earthquake or a hurricane or a volcano, like pretty steady in terms of economy and ecology, and you know, things aren't so bad.
Is is what it's going to do is it's going to stop growth in the economy. It is going to make situations so much worse for people.
The more consumers we have in the global economy, the more people there are buying things, the more trade there is in the economy.
The moment that you transfer to a universal basic income economy, then those jobs are going to be the jobs that people want to do. Increase how much tax it makes by how much money is in the economy, and so therefore if you actually boost money to have a kind of capitalistic economy, because we still need people to clean the toilets, we still need doctors, we still need teachers.
And this is destroying the economy. And
how this works, right? I'm vulnerable to the economy, right? I'm vulnerable to the realities of things that can actually climbing out of this fucking recession and fucking growing the economy again. Oh, the S&P is fucking glorious if you got it.
Redefine the nature of a healthy economy, because the problem is that the definition of a healthy economy at the moment is one
Drains away from the system. There is less money going towards businesses, going towards the 1%. The economy stagnates and people starve and die. And the cloud economy being distributed independent suppliers of stuff. And I am by no means ideologically motivated fucking of people, because it's not helping the economy. The economy is worse and worse and worse and worse. Jobs available because the economy's in the shits. And so it's this reasoning side of myself is just
university. They are buying what people are selling. Therefore, your economy slows, and it gets worse because
they are not making the economy stronger. They are not getting more people into work. They are not.
It's that kind of analogy. What you want to be doing is applying the cuts once the economy is properly growing and in full swing again.
I mean, I'm just using that as an example, but the cloud economy is there in so many other areas.
having a squeeze on the economy. A time, incidentally, when things like Brexit and austerity and were fucked. But should the economy ever recover, well, they now know they can scrap the majority of crossing your fingers, saying, don't worry, the economy will be fine, touch wood, there'll be new jobs, don't worry.
You know, if this economy is gonna go down, if this plane is gonna fucking go down, let's have some goddamn
of a healthy economy, because the problem is that the definition of a healthy economy at the moment is one that is constantly growing.
And in order to have an economy work like that, the whole reason you have slavery is so you don't have to pay.
Because essentially dickheads are still going, no, but Australia's economy and immigration, we need to copy them.
People cannot compete with the machines to make it so that there isn't the money going into the economy. They are incentivized.
You are decreasing the amount of money that is going into the economy, and you are stalling the recovery. The recovery
is one that's probably part-time. It makes sense economically. But if the economy recovers, which admittedly it's not gonna recover,
it may be bullshit, but hey, it's new jobs and the economy can still function. And at the same time, if for whatever reason those jobs fuck you up. They're useful to us. They're useful to us. Their usefulness to us. As an economy. I don't want to do that. That to me feels...
We're gonna do this for the working man, for the economy, so that he can get what he needs. And essentially, he's ruining the economy.
Was so horrible. Was, partly it fucked up the economy even worse than it was already. Are we gonna move to an entirely meme-based economy? Yes. Yes. We have people drawing up these videos to be going out because austerity ruins the economy a little bit more. Brexit ruins the economy a little bit more, and but the cloud economy has made being good, being altruistic, supporting people.
And so it's basically like, anytime the economy looks like it's about to recover, another hit. Hey, the economy.
There's still capitalism, there's still companies, there is still an economy out there. Democracy has an effect, but not on the key ways that we survive, because the Pax isn't just gonna cause wars in the Middle East and make the economy a worse place. He isn't just gonna fuck over people, not being a total cunt that fucks up the economy. That's what Jeremy Corbyn is. It's not even socialism. Socialists makes its money through how much money is circulating through the economy. So therefore, the way the government is going to pay back the debt is going to be shafted in favour of automation. The more our technology advances, the more the economy booms for the rich. Chancellor of the Exchequer, the guy in charge of running the economy, who hasn't done a single fucking economics degree.
Fucking everything, right? Like, you can't safeguard the NHS, you can't fix the economy, you can't do all these different things. This is a party that espouses the economy, okay? This is a party that espouses keeping non-doms and giving...
Are gonna take the money back from the rich people, gonna re-energize the economy, and things are gonna be okay again, except here we have cash goes into the system, it gets the economy going again, and then the rich people squirrel it away so it doesn't actually... And the reason that the country's in a state isn't because, the economy's in the shit that austerity...
More slaves, then there would be people to oversee them, because that's how the economy of slavery is supposed to work, right?
And what's happening to the wider system. I've talked about the economy, but society
not being able to get a job because of the economy being shit. Somehow, in your head, not complying with your fucked up rules is the same as...
And we aren't noticing that the economy is a fucked up hellscape of a mess.
There is no scenario in which the economy wins and the environment isn't an option. No, we have to... That's all they do. They do one job, and it's an economy whereby you get diverse niches filled through
based economy going. That keeps the cloud economy going. There is, however, as I end this,
to be part of the calculating figures of the economy. So therefore, the more loans you have, the more money there is in the system.
Thanks to Brexit, our economy in Britain is in the fucking shit. Jobs are going to leave. We're gonna have...
We are the party of the economy and the working people, and that's why we're fucking them up all the time. And so...
about unregulated bankers and the unregulated economy to, oh, it was all Labour spending too much on welfare, we need to cut. They can say, oh, well, look, we applied the cuts and the economy has boomed. Yes, the reason the economy boomed is because
could have kept borrowing, the spending could have continued, the economy could have continued. And also at the same time, right, come due. And they're going to wreck our economy further and further and further. And we are facing a demographic time bomb of more money flooding the economy to have more of it that you can snatch up in tax, so that therefore you can actually,
because it apparently matters, and whether your role in the economy is designing little hats need to fucking stop. And they are just like, economy! No! Or mass genocide to even out the numbers and secure fucking capitalist economy. No! My point is, UKIP.
Idea of the zero marginal cost society, of the cloud economy, more and more. And that, I think, is the beauty of the cloud economy, right? In that advertising would try to sell you. Gets worse the more the recovery stalls, and the more the economy remains in the shit, so the more the deficit accrues will both strengthen the American economy, will both save planet Earth, and on top of that, they will yes, implement changes. Yes, implement welfare, childcare provision, economy, consumer rights.
And it's just that along the way it's going to make the economy better by giving money to this person, giving money to that person, giving money to this person, giving...
The effects of the housing crash and the banking crash have already fucked over the economy. Automation.
They're not getting the money needed to resuscitate the economy, to see that they are looked after. No, the only thing that's have so much fucking money compared to the rest of the world. And all of this service-based economy is basically designed to tease out
percent of the population have voted in the Conservatives, the people who are going to save the economy. And they're going to do that by killing...
Eventually, when you are in a state of a depressed economy, a state of depressed spending, a recession, it's a fact that it is killing people and ruining the economy. We are actively making our lives worse through chasing this fucking
thing up. The deficit is a mess. The economy is a mess. The jobs are gone. We need socialism of control. There would be some kind of regulation on the global economy. But there isn't. Indeed, tries to help their economy will be undone by the changes of every other fucking economy in the world. Now, these people who have had their ability to contribute to the economy drastically slashed already, YouTube would rather, YouTube and sort of the internet information economy would rather illegal immigrants are good for the economy because you don't have to fucking pay them as much, because if they complain, they will destroy society. They will cause untold suffering. They will make the economy worse. They will make lives worse.
Because we will help the economy by helping the rich get even fucking richer. And we will save fucking planet Earth being dicks to people. Because it turns out that when you fuck up your entire economy trying to get the rich people richer, nobody is going to, in the middle of the higher rolling economy, say, you know what? We're communists.
Has basically caused the economy to go to complete shit, and it was pretty much in complete shit before anyway, so we can hopefully limp over the fucking finish line towards a post-scarcity economy, but I don't know when it's...
Or this thing that you think isn't happening is happening. It's going to drastically affect the economy. And what are we doing about now? I've got +2. Now, can I go into the policies and legalize drugs yet? Economy, welfare, tax, public services. Society, if there were a viable alternative in the cloud economy, especially as the nature of it, your economy is in the shit, as that is not how you get your economy moving again. You have no value for human life, no value budget that can actually grow the economy again, that will look after people again, and they're working as waitresses and in shops and whatever because the economy doesn't work. That, you know, the
Something dependent on a free market economy. Don't vote for Corbyn! It's just...
And their policies have fucked up the economy and made the government more in debt. Made the country more in debt. The left giving a shit about economy. When the fuck is the left giving a shit about economy? Do what's right, damn it. Do what's damn right. I mean, you know, you bolster the economy. You give to the people at the bottom. They spend. It goes up.
because there isn't enough credit left in the system, and the post-scarcity economy isn't ready, and the crackdown to try to...
Okay. Economy. Okay. Good news, the global economy is doing well, and this is having a positive effect on our GDP. Childcare provision, yay. Yeah, those mothers like me. Okay. And welfare. Economy, robotics research grants. All our money in offshore bank accounts so that there is no tax, and so the economy, the money keeps going to the 1% and everyone starves and dies. Do you want that?
Because we're going to redistribute things, and we're going to redefine the nature of a healthy economy, because actually we can make things better.
Technological unemployment that is hastening an already fucked up economy because of corporate... So universal basic income is genuinely, it's more cost effective for the economy. It boosts the economy because as society moves more and more towards a service-based economy, as technology advances, those poor people are going to spend that money and it's going to trickle up the economy. I am not actually a hippie saying, yeah man.
I mean, okay, you know, we're all fucked anyway, because, you know, the economy's fucked, climate change is about to fuck us over, the demographic.
This was in my lifetime, certainly. And this is going to affect the economy. Which, yeah, as a regulated capitalist, I kind of give it by land area and population, and is also the world's largest national economy, with an estimated 19% of total global GDP when measured.
The biggest kind of economy in the West, or among the biggest, and so often you can increase the amount of cash within a capitalistic system, within a capitalistic economy, before
every single thing that they attempt up, right? They claim to be about the economy, they are fucking that up so hard. it's not helping the economy. The economy is worse and worse and worse and worse, and it has been 6 fucking years since the fucking Labour economy is pretty much global economy. I mean, to the extent that, like, you know, my Patreon is in dollars. Because the Tories have fucked up the economy, you know, and yeah, they have fucked up the economy. I appreciate Gordon Brown did his he's the one who fucked over the economy. You know, I mean, I don't have a lot of love for Gordon.
Was run if we were part of some kind of global economy whereby we could actually have some kind of vote on how the global economy.
Appreciate that they did it, but you know, it's fundamentally the Tories that fucked up the economy, right? You know, they've kept fucking.
Our economy makes no fucking sense. Not in an age of robots and, you know, cultured beef
and we're in the middle of a recession, you know, the economy's fucked up because austerity doesn't work. Turns out that, you know, when banks aren't uncompetitive economy, that's fine, we need work issues. So that means
like if we are going to leave, it is better for the economy to get that shit out of the way first, right? That's going to remove so many jobs from the economy. There is then going to be less money circulating in the economy.
Well, basically, because at the moment the economy is just like, ooh, computers, yeah, I don't like it. When I'm about to talk about naturally benefits the global economy, and the global economy results in people.
Because I have yet to see a really strong case for a cloud economy take on food. And there are the already stagnating and crap economy. No longer exists in the same way. And that's going to have an impact on the economy, that's going to impact on want to do your job, because there's so much money going into the economy that now you can afford to get this, to get that, to get this, to get that. We need to cut down on everything and fuck the economy, we need to just make people suffer. And the Tories, whilst they are in power making people suffer, but I don't care. I don't care. The economy isn't the thing that I'm going to talk about. You can find economists to justify the neoliberal idea of the free market economy ruling all and being the perfect way to do.
To a certain extent, Theresa May has to go cap in hand to Trump and say, please sir, can we have an economy that works?
Situation worse. And it's like, well, you see, we're about the economy, and Labour fucks everything up. Yes, but there is people
who are going to save the economy, and they're going to do that by killing the economy, and by killing people, and by killing.
And then, at that point, you have more and more unemployed people, and at that point, the economy starts to suffer as you have more
security payments, some kind of universal basic income, or else the economy is not going to be supported and you're not going to get the tax revenue you need as possible, in the hopes that by the time capitalism does die, the post-scarcity economy is ready to replace it. Because until we reach that tipping point and enter a post-scarcity economy, until we reach the point where global governments around the world recognize, is the idea that it's creating new ones, as if a world where everyone is a cog in the economy of creative media to try and get money out of the few.
The numbers of people in the world, so hey, money can mean stuff again. Like, our economy is fucked. okay? And we have to find some way.
America, for a country that has got so many airports, that has, you know, their economy is pretty much global economy. I mean, to the extent that, like, if we leave the EU, I'll tank the economy and I'll fuck you all up. People are scared, they don't know what to do, they don't know.
All you do when you do that is you incentivize people to fuck with the global economy and destroy capitalism.
Be incredibly disappointed at the end of the year when I don't have a job because the economy is fucked. But I will do a, keep chipper, get an.
We're fucked. And the thing is, we aren't in a post-scarcity economy yet, and we aren't going to be in a post-scarcity economy. It is not conserving anything, and it is not helping the economy. I can give lectures on how actually, if you want to save capitalism, you need...
And, you spend your way out of an economy, and so what if the deficit increases in the short term? What matters is that
ones below get less. You can't fuck with the ecosystem because the economy of the ecosystem gets fucked. You're still having austerity. The economy's still going to be fucked up. Poor people are still going to be screwed over.
From it via the collective commons and the cloud economy, which is fine. I think I could actually support libertarian socialism and
talk about naturally benefits the global economy, and the global economy results in people being better overall. But essentially, if you live in the West,
that money gets boosted through the economy, and at every single stage of the exchange, money goes back into the pot and gets boosted, and so that everybody can live. Everybody can live. The economy gets a boost from everybody being able to spend. Things keep in a post-scarcity economy yet, and we aren't going to be in a post-scarcity economy for at least another couple of decades. Maybe, the right wing is all about reducing the regulations on the global economy, and they think what they are doing is needed to transfer over to a post-scarcity economy. We've just got to hope that we can keep the economy going. We have
through the idea that the economy self-regulates from all these different things. The problem is,
the more the economy is going to grow, and the sooner the economy grows, the sooner you can start cutting back on the spending, and the sooner...
And this is where you get the idea of the economy and market forces and yeah, the idea that
adapting, within a lifetime. So, the economy is basically the human ecosystem. Okay?
No, watching this in hindsight, as a millennial whose life has been fucked over by the fucked economy, right? The idea of this guy saying,
we're not gonna be dicks just because, yay, rich people have better economy. I will fight for your NHS, more nurses and
deficit, but all it does is wreck the economy even further, ruining the chances of a recovery, meaning that there is then going to be less money circulating in the economy, therefore businesses are going to go bust, therefore...
And yeah, they have fucked up the economy. I appreciate Gordon Brown did his bit to fuck it up. I appreciate Tony Blair did his bit.
From the fact that capitalism has swung too far to the right, the economy is failing, the planet's climate is fucked.
Well, that's cheap. Fuck it, yeah. Apply that. And back to policies, tax, economy, public services. I can't do... Transitioning to a service-based economy is, I think, something that's If you are genuinely going to be of the opinion that the economy matters more than helping other people and that you have to care about the budget.
Because in terms of capitalism, in terms of the economy, it makes more sense.
Vote and have a say, and like our economy works better. I don't give a shit about the economy. I don't. Right? Get assassinated. And nothing bad is really going to happen in America. Yes, the economy will be tanked. Yes, fucking nothing. So in other words, it's good for the economy because this is a fresh influx of people who will
in charge of companies or whatever are actively undermining the economy, undermining the free market, help strengthen the amount of money flowing into the economy, will help counteract CEOs stupidly shutting down their businesses.
For us to fucking earn the money, right? You fucked up the economy. You fucked up the world, right? The world is dying, right?
Therefore, there's going to be less jobs, hiring people, less money in the economy. You know, like I can't not think logically.
Cities aren't doing so well, so they are moving to a service-based economy whereby you are paying for.
Capitalism dies on the operating table, and the post-scarcity economy isn't ready to take over.
You've got a fucking ton of money in the bank when your economy is goddamn booming. A conservative can keep that train rolling.
Champion for the NHS. He wants a thriving local economy whilst protecting the character of our communities.
The constant defibrillation, because every time we apply the defibrillator, every time we give the economy an injection of cash
to the banks so that it doesn't actually stimulate the economy on the way. Instead, it bypasses all of that and helps the guys who
drastically reducing the number of jobs that are available in the global economy. And every time the recession,
not a digital economy, then at least an economy built on monetary fair trade. And we reach a point where, though we are not,
and we'll be fucked, but the robots will have a brilliant capitalist economy. Yeah, again, how many fucking pages?
We applied the cuts and the economy has boomed. Yes, the reason the economy boomed is because the cuts slow down. The cuts slow down the economy in the ecosystem economy, okay? If a corporation gets too, if an animal gets too big,
As Britain, and we can make Britain socialist again. And yes, economy will be difficult, but when the fuck has the left?
We need to place the environment before the economy. We need to place the people before the economy. Hey, the elite has gotten way too fucking powerful. We need to scale things back so that the economy will work again.
They failed every single fucking pledge, right? They are the party of the economy. They are the party of the working people.
Alter the way the incentives work in the economy so that you have an incentive towards high wage work, so that you have
does not work. All it is doing is making the recession worse. All it is doing is fucking up the economy more. What we need to stay, because part of the issue was the economy being so fucked, was the welfare state being so fucked
due to technological unemployment and the hollowing out of the economy, and robots taking over, everything's okay, right?
So they're basically going to find a way to redefine the nature of a healthy economy. Is basically, here's an economy where every
reassessment of our economic and political structures, we risk the implosion of the capitalist economy itself. In a frightening tour of artificial intelligence,
that the need to save planet Earth supersedes the economy, supersedes the NHS, supersedes schools, supersedes fucking everything.
Economy. See, if you vote for the Labour Party, they'll fuck over the economy. We're the Conservative Party. We're brilliant. £500 pieces of kit are now part of the service economy, where you have to pay that every 5 years. How qualified the guy who is supposed to be managing the economy is, I figure, yeah, fuck it. I'm about as qualified, maybe cold and hollow. And yet, the cloud economy has found a way to make being a good person support people. And you get out of the economy by you get out of a recession and you get out of a deficit by growing. Saving money is going to be better for the economy. So that is going to be better for my chances of finding a job, right?
A problem, which is that in a global economy, socialism is fucked. Because whilst capitalism may be dying, it's got enough strength.
We have moving pictures. We have an entire economy and lifestyle based on an electronic killing some poor people, and then the Labour get in and they fuck it up by fucking up our economy. So Conservatives get in and they fuck it up by starting a war.
There are so many ways that you can make the economy work, but I don't care. I don't care. The economy isn't.
That sums it up. We are living in a system that is all about trade and the economy, and the World Trade Center is fucked. Okay, and we have to find some way of handling economy in a world where there are very, very, very
Came into power with. They're like, we're going to stand up for working families. So they crashed the economy, scrapped tax credits, and
the more the government applies austerity, the more the economy is slowed down in its recovery.
to pose a significant threat to the economy, but to where it is not yet ready to take over from the economy and have to afford to spend at these different businesses goes down. So the economy takes another hit and another hit. Some more automation.
and he's clearly trying to bring us back to a time of feudalism, and he's completely wrecking the economy and lying to everyone so that he can kill the government. He's making some choices that are not just choosing the economy over the lives of others.
More disposable income, therefore there's going to be more disposable income going into the economy. Therefore, the economy is going to be better off.
Okay. Things are genuinely okay. Alright? Yes, the economy is freaking out because, oh my god!
Almost from the economy of scale, the science of scale, you can work out.
Just gotta hope that we can keep the economy going. We have just gotta try to hold out long enough that there are enough
Watch it! Watch that money bloom out through the system, through the economy, and then make its way up to the rich person who can then.
Just because you want to be seen as a good person. Whereas the cloud economy has that. Payment through society. The practicality question, in the sense that the cloud economy works because we have an internet, so we can connect all over the world. We have around is that they're for hard-working families. They're for the economy. They aren't for the scroungers, they're for the hard workers. And what Brexit ruins the economy a little bit more, and every time the economy is held back, every time the economy is made, and drain the money from the economy. It could it could wirelessly tap into injection systems within
doing is fucking over the economy to shit on the poor. So I'm gonna now be dependent on the government. Yay! Alexander. Building affordable housing, growing a sustainable economy, improving our schools, defending LGBTQ rights.
It's a kind of key point about how the government economy works. Like it's a common fallacy, but it's very.
You wait for the economy to be booming before you apply the cuts. And the problem is that what?
So now we're at the point where the economy is just free falling. Woo! We're fucked.
That to trade agreements being torn up, to the fact that the economy is fucked up, right? Yes.
The economy is buggered, basically. It is so buggered, and you know,
provide to the customers around the world. And again, right, the beauty of the cloud economy, and the reason the cloud economy is
been many negative consequences for the economy about Brexit. Yes, because it hasn't fucking happened yet. Right? We have seen. Right. Until the economy has facilitated the generation of the AI and technology that will be
there. Moving to an entirely disposable income-based economy to keep capitalism ticking over. You want it to be booming as fast as possible, because once the economy is booming, then you can get the fucking taxes in.
That I believe in state involvement in the economy. I believe in having strong unions to keep
certain things that, like, I genuinely think, like, the economy is screwed now. We just need to find some way, like,
point where not only is the economy going to enter into a death spiral, but that eventually everybody keeps going okay and the economy keeps going okay, more or less in theory, and therefore you can continue.
Websites need it to function. This is how we support this economy, right? I have to say, I actually get far more money from my free
or more, and our economy is actually slightly worse off because you've decided that you will tax where there just aren't the fucking jobs because the economy is in the shit tip. And so I have to survive on, you know.
This is why you have welfare, because it helps you when your economy is in the shits. Because trickle-up economics works. This will be operating in the cloud economy. You can be sure that your money is not going towards paying for this other stuff.
The country is going to have an effect on the economy. Okay. Yes, people who have come here to start their lives over again are not going worse than that. It's choosing fucking over people, over the economy, the environment, and people. Because I read fresh out into the world as we're in the middle of a fucking recession, economy going worse and worse all the time.
The people who are themselves contributing to the economy, by being a node in that network, you are helping that network to, if those centuries of debts have to be repaid before the post-scarcity economy is ready, then the post-scarcity economy could be strangled.
The banks crash, you know, the economy goes in the shits, we get right-wing parties who decide, yes, we shall solve this problem, but
that every country has got a stimulated economy, that every country has got strong economic growth.
They aren't just talking about queuing, they're talking about, well, these people don't benefit the economy, so they can suffer and die.
Broke the working man, and they are shitting upon the working man, and they're screwing over the economy to shit over the working man.
Before it ends up having a noticeable impact upon the economy, and pretty much the only areas speaking bollocks. But even if they weren't, you can't actually run an entire economy of people doing this one
because of austerity and because we need to have a strong economy. Yet they have increased the deficit far more than Labour did. It would definitely have to be different. A different kind of cloud economy setup. But I think that what you can do is you could have people
to die, and all of this prevents your economy from growing again because there aren't new workers. For essentially the Conservatives getting in was choosing the economy over the environment, over people. But for the economy, we need to place the people before the economy. What is the point of an economy if it means that people suffer and die?
that causes an economy to slow down, an economy to be less productive, because
You fucking Tories, you voted in a party that's like, we are for the economy, we are the party of the working.
to thus feed into the economy, get some oil and, you know, depose a bastard in the process. But the problem is, that's fine. If we're gonna transfer to a service-based economy, that's fine, you know. So not necessarily being in the most productive shape, and at the same time, oh yeah, the economy's in the shit, and it's being made in. The reason it's good for the economy to have immigrants in the country is because these are people coming into the country.
Things like, and also, oh, by the way, our economy depends upon disposable income, right? Our economy depends upon people buying.
The economy is held back. Every time the economy is made worse, the government makes less money, and
The longer that we leave it hanging, the more the economy is going to be uncertain and unstable, and the more people are going to be unwilling
to get a job, even in a perpetually fucked up economy when nobody has any money. The banks create money out of thin air, and our economy makes no
battle for survival that results in a stable economy through the idea that the economy self-regulates from all these.
What is happening is that we are transferring to a service-based economy. And the games industry is being fucking rocked by this at the moment. But it's not just going to be left with the distributed cloud-based economy. And yes, it might not be for the entirety of my life. Happens. It's going to matter more and more to have a foot in the new economy. And we are
on disposable income, on buying stuff from the economy. If you give people a well-funded for doing those jobs, is going to go down, and that is going to affect the economy. And obviously, once you get automation involved,
unemployed people living at home with their parents because you fucked up the economy. Yes, yeah, just generally, like, fuck you.
That is the Creative Commons. That is the Internet of Things. That is the cloud economy. That is a world built on social. Fucking easy, especially not in a fucking shit economy. So how we move back to a time before a service-based economy, because like how do we say no?
The more people there are buying things, the more trade there is in the economy, the more likely it is that companies will have
to shit. It's just look, the economy, boom, we're gonna have a crash. Look, the NHS, we're running it into the ground.
We've kind of given up on the idea that we could actually do anything about the economy, because Barack Obama, the global economy exists. If you overthrow your country's regime and you get
to do something, to give something back to the economy, right? But I mean, this is the bullshit.
Because going to war would be quite good. Going to war is good for the economy. And dude has a point. The attitude of just like, if the economy is so bad, why do you have standards? And it's like,
the idea is that in a regulated capitalist economy, what you want is to have an incredibly productive workforce. Some sort of grand open source project that is trying to simulate the economy on this grand granular. It's fucked. It's one external shock away from just disaster across the global economy. And guys, guess what? We've got climate change.
Immigrants coming into the country means you don't have a job. It's because the economy is fucked up. It's because the power,
at the moment, so many things can be done in the cloud economy. I mean, for God's sake, with Bitcoin, we've literally got we've got a fucking mental health crisis at the moment. Is that, yeah, you fuck up the economy, you cut people's, support, because that's a way to stimulate the economy, because that is a way to help people, right? Because immigrants from other countries are good for the economy. It's because companies can treat them like shit in a way that they can't. Computers, our phones, they're part of a service economy, right? Because your phones, you have to get rid of them after 5 years because they're going to be...
See the robots. They can't see the automation. They can't see the economy being fucked up. Because in the mainstream,
and you're fucking the economy, and you're just fucking the economy worse and worse and worse.
it's more towards the end of your time in power where you completely screwed over the economy, where you started a war in the middle
fucking foot in the cloud-based economy, because at a certain point, one of them is going to fall away.
And will affect the economy, will affect how much tax money gets taken in, because if there are less people working, right? The economy needs to keep spinning. And so, as we move towards a post-scarcity economy, right? A post-scarcity society, their primary source of income game, because guess what? As the economy slows, the amount of money being spent on advertisements slows as well.
And the reason it is good for the economy is because these people will work for far less than...
But one of the things he points out is that, like, if you thoroughly simulate the economy properly, you know, in the same way that we can...
possible. Because, well, the economy's in the shits. The benefit systems are a fucking death trap.
and nobody is doing anything about it. Because at the moment, the economy is sort of vaguely limping along, and there are bigger problems.
You've actually made the economy worse, and you've actually increased the debt threefold over.
Still go very badly. I mean, the automation is going to affect our economy in the very near future, because
That means is that amount of money per month, per year, is going into the economy. Okay. Because this is the basic income. This is
the bottom. They're buying things. They're stimulating the economy. The economy is growing, and therefore you've got again a new slow down. The cuts slow down the economy when they are done. You know, once the cuts been applied,
damage to the welfare state. They are talking about jobs going away, about the economy suffering, about
it's harder to make a living off that new economy, and technology is advancing all the time to get rid of more and more jobs, so that therefore they've got disposable income, so the economy gets boosted, and so that everybody can live. Everybody can live. The
are gonna tax the rich. They're gonna change how we define the success of an economy so that they can have the money to.
reasons why this is bad. But this is bad for the economy. Also, because it means that if you do try to turn back the tide, if you
We live in an age of capitalism and the economy, and you cannot fault the economy. Like, no.
okay, like, you know, Skyrim is not the full bustling, bursting economy that, you know, the real world is.
get ready to take over from the economy, and we are at a point now where the economy as it is on its last legs.
Development increases with the extra data and trained researchers, plus the boost to the economy created by minimum wage workers who don't have to spend.
We are seeing that this new economy is already happening today, you know, and it has an impact on the economy. So, you know, it's, if you're gonna have a massive army, if you can convince your right, I can appreciate the value of money, I can appreciate the value of good commerce, good economy, good capitalism, but I am not consume things produced by the cloud economy, right? And you're watching this video, so you're part of it. Meanwhile, in the cloud economy, people are buying solar panels and putting them on their roofs, and they're buying turbines.
The economy is fucked and floundering. People are dying because of their cutbacks to live on, and we've got to deal with rent, so people don't spend. They don't spend, so the economy stagnates, so you don't get the money in.
Not only will we fuck over the people, not only will we fuck over the economy, not only will we make it so that our own potential abilities to make money in the future, every time the economy is struggling, every time there is an issue that threatens the survival of a
Take the money from the rich and give it to the poor to stimulate the economy. You need to cut when there is money to save. You need to
being able to spend more money in the economy, to therefore invest in all these kinds of things. You move from that to a system of disappearing and disappearing, because when the economy is shit, shops shut down. Austerity might seem to a moron, to someone, fuck us over, and they're gonna destroy, like, the economy, they're gonna destroy society, they're gonna do so much harm if we don't value to your economy. You can give your economy a chance to have some fucking growth and have a chance at fucking
We also want to look at doing economy, work safety law, tax, public services,
impact on the employment situation, on the economy. And equally, we are seeing the way that scanning systems and who want to undermine and destroy capitalism further, destroy the economy further, and therefore Britain's chances in the world. Is destroying capitalism, destroying the economy, destroying the actual fucking planet with climate change. That is actually
pays for all this other stuff, that supports all this other stuff. Whereas if you buy from the cloud economy and you buy local food from the cloud economy,
with their whole fucking up the economy, just work ethic, they are making it so that now, if you want a job, not only are you competing.
here's the thing, 4chan, you don't have to care, right? You can look away like you do with the fucking economy, like you do with the immigration.
So yeah, the economy is just imaginary bullshit that makes no fucking sense. And we need to
Distributed power. It is the economy of independent producers, right? And I'm part of the cloud economy. You are.
out of this economic recession, not austerity. Austerity is making your economy worse. It is killing people. And
governments around the world recognize we are in a post-scarcity economy and they start treating it as such, we're fucked. And the thing is, we aren't judging by putting more money into the economy, by funding all the poor people, because the poor people are the people who
is sponsoring these videos within their advertising. Okay, so the whole kind of economy is transitioning from goods money that can go into paying for the infrastructure that keeps the cloud-based economy going. That keeps the cloud economy going. Cinematic universe is again part of this transitioning to a service-based economy, in that where you would have the film
drastically slashed already are going to have it slashed again and again and again, so the economy is going to get affected again and again and again. You need those people to have spending money or the economy tanks and your government isn't going to be able to support anyone, and you're going to have
it just doesn't make sense, you know. And I think that the economy is gonna have to change. Like the most.
we should totally do something. Yes, economy. See, if you want to, if you vote for the Labour Party, they'll fuck over the citizens or American citizens, right? That's the reason it's good for the economy, because they're cheaper, right? Illegal
is the utter desolation of the British economy. We're screwed. And
it makes sense economically to give money to the poor, because that boosts the economy, because it has trickle up effect.
They are stifling the economy. They are causing companies to shut down, the companies to exist, to make the jobs. Things would be a lot worse for the economy if rich people were not soaking up so much of this money and squirreling it away and saving.
The good thing, like, for the economy is that, like, when people take out loans, they are effectively creating more money because
you manage to do your job when the vast majority of the economy is in the shit, right? But see, this job,
Right, now, policies. Let's legalize them drugs. Economy. Tax.
is basically like saying, okay, our economy has stalled. Our economy has stalled. We've hit rock fucking bottom. We are going to be discussing the economy. But first, we need to talk about evolution. And I'm gonna say right now, I'm sorry.
My opinion on whether he's important definitely matters to the global economy, and you know, the fact that, you know, I think that he's an arsehole.
Actually have to do very much, especially if, because of the way our economy runs, contrary to the ecosystems, is that we don't.
You give to the people at the bottom, they spend, it goes up, the economy booms, you get out of the recession. That's how it works.
Austerity! And what austerity means is we are going to strangle your fucking economy. Sorry, I need to blow my nose. At the moment, do not have that kind of job. The vast majority of people who work in the global economy work in jobs that can already...
You know, it would be nice to get rid of the man boobs, but you know, the economy will still be shit. People will still be dying from destroy everyone and doesn't actually give a shit about the economy. They just want to screw the poor over. But you know, kind of
are removed and removed and removed, and at the same time, because the economy is worse and worse and worse, and we've got all these fucking stupid... Because our economy is about to drive off the edge of a fucking cliff.
it changes up the economy of
contribute to society, the amount of money flowing through the economy starts to dry up, and the economy, capitalism, dies.
Actually did what I feel the Conservatives should do, which is to actually stand for the fucking economy and not stand for the bullshit that they are. We're doing our own thing, we're not going to be a part of the global economy. That's a heck of a lot more feasible for one country to do than trying to get a hodge. And as you fail further and further and further down because your economy is in the shit, as that is not how you get your economy moving. And I'm part of the cloud economy, you are. Because if you have a YouTube account, if you've got a Twitter account, you know, Brexit is about to drive the economy off a fucking cliff, then mind the fact that because of my point where everybody is so polarized because we are dealing with a global economy. We are dealing with people from so many
expect to give to people who can then use it to pay money into the economy so that then hopefully there are more jobs. But again,
genuinely, it's tanking the economy. It's tanking the economy, it's making your citizens worse off. It is perfectly at the moment. But the reason I think augmented reality will radically change the economy is that basically at the moment I'm not on benefits. I can't find a job at the moment because the economy's in the shits. But I'm okay. I'm fine. It's so different to capitalism, and it is not just another form, is that the cloud economy does not operate